Hey everyone, how are you? Um, it's been a week and a day since my surgery, and want to give you guys an update on how I'm doing. So many of you have reached out, and I appreciate that. I know I haven't gotten back to everybody. It's been a really tough week, to be honest. The physical part is challenging. The emotional part is even more challenging. A week ago when they did surgery, they found a bit more cancer than they planned, all surgically removable, but the impact to the body would require some additional work, some ostomy bags. And so the surgeon decided to back out, have me recover and start chemo again. And And so next week I will start chemo, and after that's done in a couple of months, I will have surgery again. I will say it's the third time I've had this surgery, and massive abdominal surgery. And you learn along the way things that work and things that don't work in terms of getting in and out of bed, and kind of the foods to eat, and those kinds of things. I just want to acknowledge my nurses, both male and female, at Yale New Haven were exceptional. My sadness, my disappointment after surgery. In truth, I think I've pretty much cried nonstop. I don't want to say nonstop, but pretty regularly when I think about what's in front of me, what's behind me. Surgery was last Thursday. I went home Sunday night, and it's been really nice to be home. There's nothing like sleeping in your own bed and not having to wake up in the middle of the night to do blood tests and things. But again, the nurses were just so exceptional and really did their part to allow me to have as much sleep as possible. They were really emotional support systems too. In thinking of this video, one of the big things that comes to mind for me is how you plan for certain things in your life to happen. You imagine they will happen a certain way. And this is never anything I imagined for my life. I've had stage 4 colon cancer. I've had my daughter stillborn. To still be dealing with this 3 years later. I'm really dealing with a lot of grief, I think. The whole fourth quarter prep, and here we go, let's be positive about it all. I think, obviously it was made in the spirit of really trying to stay positive. And, from the scans, we thought things were going to be lighter than they were. And so I wasn't ridiculously far off when I was making that story in preparation for this, but it just calls to mind illusion and how much I have hoped and created the illusion of, wanted the illusion of safety, and that this is done. And I think part of the sadness this week is really aligning and trying to accept reality as it is. One of the scariest parts of the future is the fact that the next surgery more than likely will require a couple of ostomy bags. And this has almost been my most feared thing all the way through. And I've really almost created it as a kind of like a failure point if it were to happen, and that was the wrong thing to have done. These are, if the surgeon believes he can get the cancer out and I could be cured this way, why wouldn't I do that? And so, of course I will, when the time comes. But I'm kind of mourning the loss of it. You know, cancer has taken a lot from me. And it's also at the same time like a teeter-totter given me so much too. I am, for the first time in my life, like really myself. And I'm really proud of that. You know, it's taken my hair. It's brutalized my body. It's also shown me how strong I am, physically and mentally. And I wanted to do a video sooner, but I've just been so emotional for days. I think in truth, like, if I don't go forward with the ostomy bags, like, I'm pretty much surrendering to dying. I'm gonna be 50. I definitely never thought I'd be faced with my mortality in the way that I am. That is also a real gift. Because I shared this in the last video, but I spent a large part of my adult life being in and out of feeling down and feeling like I couldn't achieve what I was meant to achieve, and so much failure in my head that life felt not worth living. I had too many people that I loved, Brian, my family, to have physically done anything, but you know, there's no question I want to live. And so cancer has given me clarity about what's important. It's given me clarity about who I am. It's stripped away a lot of the facade of the people pleaser in me. And I imagine I'll always have an element of that. But I don't really have the time to do those things anymore. And I don't want to. So I think the things to know right now are I'm sore. Sitting here is making me sore. On this beautiful day in the Northeast, I'm really grateful for the air and the sky and the sun, for being alive. And for all of your support. So many beautiful notes. And I'll need them in the coming months, so. I'm on my way back to feeling whole again, and it's gonna take a few weeks. Chemo next week, and I will keep you guys posted on how I'm doing. Thanks for checking in and thoughtful messages. One day at a time is what I shall do. Thank you for your love and support. And we'll do this together. Thanks, everyone. Love you all very much, and I'll be in touch soon. Bye now.